I certainly think that as there becomes more potential for special effects and CGI, it's often easy for directors to get distracted and move away from story in lieu of just kind of creating visual eye candy. I think that for a film to be truly successful, it needs to have a strong blend of kind of innovative visual techniques and have a strong story as a backbone. I think that it's hard for a film to really subsist on either one of those things alone.
The trend of becoming very heavy on After Effects will definitely increase in many years to come. And unfortunately, I think that is not always a good thing, because if you look at the aesthetics of film back in the past, it's so beautiful. There's something grainy and gorgeous and real that people are losing sight of.
Sort of a natural thing to want to incorporate in the filmmaking process, but at some point you definitely want to strike a balance of preserving the story and making sure that you're telling a good story and not just letting it turn into a giant video game.
I think a great example of a movie that combined innovative technology and a really interesting storyline is, there's a few that Stanley Kubrick did, and I would just say 2001 is probably the most innovative in terms of what he was doing with technology and the way he was choosing to place the camera and create sets and create modeling and stuff like that. And the storyline was completely riveting because of how original it was. And again, the effects were there to enhance the story, not to blow your mind with effects.
A film that really stands out in my mind that does a good job of like visual effects with a great story is Persepolis. And it's a story that was written originally as a graphic novel by Marjane Satrapi. And it's awesome. It's like this young girl who is growing up in Iran and all the different changes that she experiences. And it's also in French. So the combination of the language, the story, and the visual content was super awesome.
Well, I really enjoyed the blend of visual effects and story in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I thought the special effects were unique in that I'd never seen anything like that before, where they took a movie and made it look like a video game. So the story was actually really simple. Just this person kind of progressing through fighting a series of villains. But I thought that the way they told that story was really effective and was really different than anything I'd seen before.
I recently saw Dark Shadows, and I thought that the visual effects were really good, but that the storyline tapered off towards the second half of the film.
There's nothing wrong with watching an entertaining movie with no story that doesn't really challenge you. I think that's okay in the way that eating cotton candy's okay. Having a sundae or a Coke is okay. You shouldn't have cotton candy 3 meals a day. It's not good for you.